Hello, it's not only a new month with new books, it's a new year, new month, and new books. For a change of pace today, we're going to start off the year spotlighting some young adult books. And I think that you will find many of them intriguing, and I hope that you will come and check them out. Like the new books in the children's department, the new books in the teen department are going to also have a green dot on it. Come back to the young adult area. There's a shelf, which I'll show you a picture of, that has all of our green dots on it for the young adult. But you'll also notice that there is a red dot on them as well. The red dot just means that they are young adult books, that they belong in the young adult department. So red for young adult, green for new. So now you can find your way around the young adult department. So since I'm holding this book as an example, let's see what this is about. It's called Besties Work It Out. Now this is a graphic novel, what we used to call when I was growing up comics, the comic books. They are now graphic novels, but it is more like a novel. The comic books that I grew up with were the paper ones, just the size of like a regular page of paper, a few sheets in it, real flimsy. But now these are all done in graphics and read like a comic, so that you can see how that goes. Okay. As a matter of fact, I get a lot of questions regarding graphic novels. There will be parents that will ask, my child only reads graphic novels or graphic books. I need to steer them away from them. It's kind of, more of a question. And my answer to that is, no, not so much. They're reading, and they are reading something that they enjoy, which is going to help them continue reading and move on to different things. And also, a graphic novel, it shows them and they learn how to follow along, because you have to follow the little story scripts here, the little frames, and that's helpful for their growth as well. So let's get into this one with my reading glasses. Besties Work It Out. This is written by New York Times bestselling author Kayla Miller, and you see the cover there. All right, could this be the best time to be Beth and Shonda? It isn't easy building an entrepreneurial empire when you're a 6th grader, but when those two besties land a job dog sitting, the pampered pooch of the glamorous Ms. Langford, they're sure that fame, fortune, and popularity can't be far behind, or not. Some bad choices and worse luck soon leave the girls having to hustle to repair the situation. Can Beth and Shonda patch up their mistake and their friendship before Ms. Langford gets home? The plot. You have to read to find out. All right, moving right along. This one is called So Many Beginnings by Bethany C. Morrow, and it's a Little Women remix. Now we all, I'd say a majority of us, remember the book by Louisa May Alcott of Little Women. This is a remix. And let's see. This is in 1863. As the American Civil War rages on, the freed people's colony of Roanoke Island is blossoming, a haven for the recently emancipated. Now, Black people have begun building a community of their own, a refuge from the shadow of the old life. It is where the March family has finally been able to safely put down roots with 4 young daughters. Meg, a teacher who longs to find love and start a family of her own. Jo, a writer whose words are too powerful to be contained. Beth, a talented seamstress searching for a higher purpose, and Amy, a dancer eager to explore life outside her family's home. As the four March sisters come into their own as independent young women, they will first face love, health struggles, heartbreak, and new horizons, but they will face it all together. So many beginnings, a Little Women remix. Okay, let's do a couple more. This one is intriguing because it's fresh twists on romantic tales. Well, I thought I'd start the new year off with something a little romantic. It's called Fools in Love. Edited by Ashley Herring Blake and Rebecca Potus. This is filled with many stories. And let me tell you about it. Enemies to lovers, the fake date, love triangles, best friends, mistaken identities, and missed connections. These are the things that make up the perfect romance or romantic comedy. Then add powerful flora, connection between a superhero and his nemesis, a sled race through snow-capped mountains, a golf tournament, catching the wrong rideshare, and even the end of the world. This collection of genre-bending and original stories shows how love always finds a way, whether it's at a family party or transcending space and time. Join 15 best-selling, award-winning, and up-and-coming authors as they reimagine some of the most popular themes in the romance genre that are sure to steal your heart. Perhaps starting with something a little romantic for this new year. Get that heart pumping. Last but certainly not least for this month, new books and new year. This one is called The Hawthorne Legacy, a deadly game, a puzzle to solve, a fortune at stake, an inheritance games novel by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Excuse me. Mystery, riches, romance, betrayal, two have made this game. Now, overnight, Avery Grams went from sleeping in her car to billionaire heiress. Now, ensconced in a world of opulence, riddles, danger, and family secrets, Avery is on the hunt for the person who might hold the answers to all of her questions, including why eccentric billionaire Tobias Hawthorne left his entire fortune to Avery, a virtual stranger, rather than to his own daughters and grandsons. Avery has a DNA test that proves she's not a Hawthorne by blood. Excuse me. But cryptic clues begin piling up, hinting at a deeper connection to the family, and soon Avery finds herself pulled into another game just as twisted as the first. As she works her way through puzzle after puzzle, it becomes clear that nothing is what it seems. Grayson and Jameson, two of the enigmatic and magnetic Hawthorne grandsons, continue to pull Avery in different directions, and it's getting harder to tell who her allies are and who will stop at nothing to see Avery out of the picture by any means necessary. The Inheritance Games. Again, by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Sounds interesting. I'd like to know what the connection is. I have to read it myself, put it on my list of books to read. So, I'm Linda Esposito, Youth Services Librarian from Peters Township Public Library, letting you know it's a